Mr. President, today I received an announcement of a lifetime. At 4 o'clock today, the President of the United States informed me that I will receive the Presidential Medal of Freedom. I want to thank him for this honor and to say that I am deeply, deeply touched to join this group on November 14th of 17 Americans to receive this award. The Presidential Medal of Freedom is the nation's highest civilian honor. It's presented to individuals who've especially made contributions to the security and national interests of the United States, to people who have done world peace, who found cures for incredible diseases, who have done cultural and other significant things of public or private endeavors. To join that group is indeed so honored. And for the President to do this is just been something that I could have never anticipated. I've been very deeply honored to serve the people of Maryland and to this nation. For the people of Maryland, I thank you, because I could have never had the opportunity for to serve in the public in such a way had they not honored me with their confidence and trust by voting for me. I'm so thankful for the opportunity that they've given me to actually serve my state and my country. Yes, I am the longest serving woman in the Senate, but for me, it's not how long I've served, but how well I've tried to serve. To me, service is about being connected to my constituents, to staying close to them, to make sure they don't fall between the cracks, to look out to their day-to-day needs, whether a Social Security check or helping a veteran, working on issues like college affordability. For me, service has been rooted in the values that I learned in my home and in my community. I think today of my father and mother, who worked so hard that my sisters and I would get an education. They owned a small neighborhood grocery store, and every day at 6 o'clock in the morning, my father would walk across the street from our row house home and open up the door of his grocery store and say, "Good morning, can I help you?" Well, that's the way I was raised, and that's what I carried with me every single day, which is, "Good morning, can I help you?" But they also saw that my sisters and I had a fantastic education. I had the opportunity to go to Catholic schools, and there the sisters taught us about leadership and service, but actually they focused on the values of our faith. Love your neighbor, care for the sick, worry about the poor, always insist that neighbor should help neighbor, and that it was better to light one little candle than to curse the darkness. We were also raised to believe in the American dream. My great-grandmother came to this country from Poland. She had little money in her pocket. Women didn't even have the right to vote when she arrived, but she had a big dream in her heart that if you worked hard, played by the rules, life would be better for you. She never thought, coming as she did, that her own great-granddaughter would one day be a United States Senator. But then, that's only in America would my story have been possible. Only in America do we have this incredible right to speak your mind. I got into politics as a protester. They wanted to put a highway through the neighborhood in which I grew up and some other neighborhoods in the city. I organized the Hell No, We Won't Go committee and took on City Hall. But you know what's so great about this country? In others, they put you in jail and beat you. In this country, they sent me to city council, and I beat the political bosses. This is an amazing country. Our Constitution, the freedoms guaranteed in it, the freedom of assembly, the freedom to speak, and most of all, the freedom to serve, to be all that you can be, has been a marvelous gift. In a few days, I will be honored by the President of the United States, but the honor has always been to be here. I never dreamed such an honor would come my way, nor did I seek it. I'm so deeply honored to be touched by this, and I'm honored to be among the people that will get this award. One is the dearly beloved Shirley Chisholm, who I served with in the House, who was always unbought and unbossed. There'll be Willie Mays, who always brought it home and knew where home plate was. There's Barbara Streisand, who always hit the high notes. And of course, even Yogi Berra is going to be honored at this, who shared my love of language. And then there are distinguished Americans like Katherine Johnson, who was one of the first African Americans in space. Lee Hamilton, who worked both in Congress and in the private sector to bring about world peace. What a distinguished group of Americans, and I will be glad to stand with them. Mr. President, I want to thank President Obama for the tremendous honor. I want to thank the people of Maryland for this tremendous opportunity to serve. And I want to thank the United States of America, who enables people like me to follow her dream. And I hope in getting this award, I continue to make my pledge to be of service. Mr. President, I thank you and yield the floor, and note the absence of a quorum.